thought that one was really odd. The student in the
Um.
car, that I sent it with that story.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He went in the
yeah. That
bar
was
and
odd
he
too.
went out and talked to the girls, and he came back in, and they got cameras all around there. The guy never left the bar, but he's gone. His friends, they couldn't find him. They never found him. And they said there's no way he could have got out of there. Where was that? That's been a while, but yeah, I saw that on another like 48 hours or something, and it's really odd
Yeah.
because
It,
they said
he went into a parallel dimension.
I
Well, what
don't
it was is that one woman, or no, that woman on who did her blog, she started out saying it was like freaking. He ended up on that doorstep. He knocked on the door. Looked like he was disoriented, and then freaking. After that, she starts going into this thing where frickin' he was going in and doing experiments with that nutty professor at the college, and
oh
then he was associated with the CIA and shit. And then next thing you know, frickin' she's talking about MK Ultra and shit. You know,
that's weird.
That
so,
gives it all away right there as being a big cover up, if you ask me.
Well, at that time there were like he was in the Navy. Did you know that? Like my brother, I didn't know that he had been in the Navy, I think. And
Yeah, and
so
your brother
Brother
got an
did.
offer.
Yeah, I think they were back then. And they just said he'd have to disappear, though he couldn't see his family or anything. That he was going to do.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all.
because if he had accepted the offer for the CIA, he just would have went missing in action or something.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And your parents would have got a letter. That's a lot of those guys that went missing in action and stuff actually became CIA agents and went deep undercover to God only knows where, and they were never seen or heard from by our world ever again.
But his parents never got a letter, and he wasn't in the Navy, so that would, I guess, they wouldn't cover it up that way. I guess they just act like
It's hard.
he's from college, right?
Yeah, that was what they tried to pass it off as.
All
But
right.
now that
We are ready. You do the countdown. I'll hit start. Today I'm gonna introduce you guys and say it's your finale and stuff like that, and then we'll open it up. It's basically it's about you guys and how you feel about what we've done so far, okay, and what we're gonna do.
Okay. Okay.
So let me do the countdown real quick.
All right.
3, 2, 1, now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Summer Todd's Mystery Show. I am here today to do the announcement because today is the final episode for this season. So this episode is dedicated to Austin and Summer because this is actually the first season they've ever done a video series, and what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to sit down with them and get a little bit of a review on how they think the season went and what they feel about it and what their plans are for the future. So with that, I will open it up to Summer and Austin. Hello, Summer.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. I think it might be nice if like people would could call in a little bit more or interact a little more, but I think we're kind of just getting started, so that'll come along.
Mm-hmm.
And we have done a few interviews here and there, so but it's been really nice. I'd like to have a little more structure sometimes, maybe. But we kind of I don't really like as far as like when we start the show and then it kind of evolves from there. So
Yeah, I don't.
I think that's been going well.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever have structure though.
No, just more about the subjects, I guess. Maybe about the subjects we kick off with, and then a lot of times we end up getting away from those subjects. But it's nice to have a main subject.
The cool part is it's your show, and that's why I always remind you of that when you forget that. You know what I mean? So like have fun. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And I know you're wanting to get organized now, so I can help you out. But I'm not doing it for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No. I think just with me, I was just and this is the first season we've done it, so I think with me, I just like to kind of like when I did the sliders, and then we went into a lot of other things. So I like to kick off the show with a main topic, or maybe a couple topics sometimes, and then that gets things started. And if we get away from that, fine. And because it's fun, and it goes into other conversations, and people join in, and that's what we want. So what do you think, Austin? I think that's worked really well.
Oh yeah, that's worked terrifically.
Yeah.
That's kept us going for nearly what were we into the 6th, 7th month now?
Yeah.
Just getting into the 6th month.
I couldn't tell you.
We've done, all considering, I think the first episode was January 8th, I believe. So we've done, we've only missed, a couple shows. So we've done.
Missed one, I think, and then
I anticipated those.
I think it was Roger might have missed one.
Yeah, I anticipated.
Roger missed one.
Roger.
Yeah, I anticipated all the missed ones though, and like you guys, like this is your 16th episode. I had to go and count them because we don't do episodes. We just put names on them.
Yeah.
And it's 16, and that's including the 4 interviews you had. So you've had officially 12 video, or you've had 12 shows and 4 interviews. And
wow.
I like to also add that's pretty good. Freaking being honest, you pulled in 4 interviews on top of 12 episodes.
And I think we've done really very well for viewership wise for just being a first season like this is. Because we've done very well viewership wise for the live streams and after the videos are released, that's a pretty significant achievement.
Yeah.
That I want to keep going when we get back in the fall with the Halloween comeback special.
Yeah. And we've talked about a lot of different things, a lot of interesting subjects.
Now going forward to help keep us organized, me and Mom will make a list of the things we've already discussed, and then the things we want to discuss when we come back with it, and and then by the time we get back, we'll have enough to really hit the ground running with it. We won't be winging it as much as we kind of have been. On some of our episodes,
but
where Roger, he'd tell us to talk and we'd be like,
yeah.
No, but we usually,
So we'll try to come back with like a big Halloween comeback special, and we'll have a lot of material ready by then because we've got a number of months to get prepared for it. So, and we've. And the good thing about it is we don't have to do too much work really to be prepared for it. We just have to look at the subjects we want to discuss, and that'll kind of take care of itself there. So that'll help us out a lot.
Right. I was really hoping some people would email me, but they really haven't. So I think people are just kind of, I don't know. They text a lot now, and
let me kind of
maybe
give
they
you.
feel like they'll comment.
Kind of give you a little background on the emails and stuff. They're kind of like the comments. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to get comments, and it's cool to get chat. Everybody loves that. But 9 times out of 10, they're a bunch of freaking trolls. I hate saying it, So So getting emails is cool, but sometimes it's a blessing not to get emails.
Yeah, and I think we do get a fair amount, depending. That's why I think we'll get more if I just have that one, like a kickoff. Like I said, the one night was sliders, and another night was, something about disappearances. If we have the kickoff topic, and then it can roll from there, and maybe when people call in, you kind of go into other stuff sometimes, which is great too, because it's not too structured.
I know something that'd be up your alley though.
What?
Email freaking email freaking list. Or what do they call those? Mailing lists.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You were
Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that when we bring the show back for, this fall. Like do a mailing list or something.
I was trying to explain that to
I
Jaffe.
worked with those a lot during when I was at the university. We had like Diversity Affairs Council, which is like we had a whole listserv. It's a listserv.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's why I mentioned it, because I knew you had to have done it. You're probably so buried in bureaucracy, it's pathetic.
Oh God. Yeah, we were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Anything involving the government, this is a bureaucratic
Nice.
mountain of red tape.
young 20-year-olds
But,
running around on campus, think about that shit. Okay, you're gonna have to send out email about email. Friggin' please stop throwing pizza at the freaking cafeteria wall.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Get a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of listservs at the university level.
But
So yeah, the mailing list idea would be a good thing. So when the three of us sit down and kind of get our plans together going forward, that'll be something you can explain to us more in depth.
your mom is
Yeah.
the one who's the pro. She's the one who's gonna have to explain it to us, because like I understand the basic concepts. The only difference is I know that like with you being working at the university, the one thing that's different from this would be you don't want to put everybody on your mailing list.
Right.
You know?
I think if you set it up like in a personal email, it's more just you have a list of the email is in the sub. You know, you once you send the email, you got it, and then you can just delete or add. But like at universities, they have listservs, and actually, I guess you have to get we always had to have a computer person give us a separate password and set that up. You know, a listserv, but that's because it's on the university level.
Yeah.
But on my level, it's really easy. You know, it's kind of like you just like if you go on to the I don't think you're on Facebook a lot, but if you go on to the chats, you can add more than one person in there.
Yeah.
You
I don't think Roger's on Facebook at all.
No, I
but like if John, like say John and I were like if I was sending him a message, I can add Austin if he had a Facebook account. But like email's the same way. You just add it, like yeah.
Well,
So
see, the thing about emails that makes it different than like being on Facebook and doing it like that and everything is like you can set it up as a networking off of the platform,
right,
and like your talking points,
yeah,
what you want to do, you can add those into your email when you send them out and
right,
stuff like that.
yeah.
That way people can freaking know what's coming a week or a day
Yeah.
ahead of time.
What
whichever.
happens, what would be good though is like, when you put it on the thing that we just have a couple topics on there usually. And we have, but we kind of faded away, got busy and different things. But we've been pretty good about that. I think I'll be a little more deliberate about that because it kind of hooks people.
I get I get nervous and I try not to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because like when people are on here, they're listening, and the people on WoW are crazy. Every single one of them are. Like the other day, they sent freaking comments and stuff. And freaking I messed up on the name for freaking that mountain in Italy. I told the dude, I was like, you try to freaking announce it, and I spelled it out to him.
I'm gonna turn the light. I don't know why it's dark in here. Hold on.
And
Yeah, you're turning into a silhouette.
everybody on there is like that. And I mean, this goes even farther back before I even started helping John with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I would be on the comment sections in the videos, and they're just talking a bunch of crazy shit. You know?
Some of those people were some of the things they say are kind of scary.
Well, did I tell you the one night I didn't know who it was? I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't you. I was telling Austin we were on Discord, I think, weren't we, Austin? But you went to get coffee or something, and somebody came on the comments. I could see the comments, and they were like telling me I looked really hot and all this weird stuff, and I was like,
I think I remember that.
Yeah, that was the bad
Did you
night.
see that?
That was the bad night when we got. Yeah, it was when we got. When we ended up getting cut off. I think it was something like that happened. Yeah, I was like, I think
Was that?
that was our first night using Rumble.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it kind of freaked me out because they were being a little weird. I don't know if they were joking, but I was like, I was like, am I really seeing that? No, they're talking to me, or?
Yeah, see, that's one of the things that comes with.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that comes with fame is you get your obsessed fans and stalkers. You know,
Well, you
I'm sure
know,
Rogers and John have got a shitload of stalkers.
Not me.
Well, I think women in particular.
Oh, not you.
The news ladies get them. You know, the news ladies. I've seen them like on just WOW or something. You see them on Facebook. Some of the guys and what they say to them is so creepy. Like they have their Facebook page and it's professional, but then they'll be like, "You're looking real hot tonight. You're looking real good."
Well, it's the weather. It's the weather girls. I mean, shit, dude. What do you expect? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, dude. For like my grandfather probably was watching and looking at the freaking weather girls back whenever he was in his 30s and 20s. You know what I mean?
They wear their dress. They
Yeah,
wear
he
their
was.
real short and everything. It's so funny.
They
It's
do that.
like-
Yeah.
and
You
he's
know.
like,
Of course, back when your grandfather was watching them, he was. That was back when they probably wore dresses that were down to their ankles and stuff, and he thought that was probably risque back then.
I thought they just had Brinkley and Huntley or Hunt then or something. There was two male or news people on the TV back when I was little. There wasn't any like all these sexy women doing weather or nothing.
Well, it was a different time.
Weather.
She misses that. She missed out on the good times. We
My
had.
dad did because he was watching those two old men and they used to smoke. They smoke.
Yeah.
What was it? Brinkley and Hunt. It was their names.
Were they local or national?
I think they were local, and then they just tell, like, I think they did the news, and then I guess the weather was part of it. I don't remember seeing the weather a lot. My dad always watched it. But, you know, they're just basic news, and they smoke on the air, and you got the news, and that
Wish
was
they
it.
still did that.
All the hyper cold.
Now, see,
It's crazy.
That's
this is the reason why we're not organized. There's and I really don't freaking plan on trying to freaking organize. You know what I mean? Because it's like
we kick off the topics and we go from there. But
we're having
Yeah,
conversation about the weatherman and shit. You know what I mean? Like how?
yeah, we're getting a little.
Poor,
So we're getting a little off the beaten path here.
do you remember what the beaten path was?
There was kind of a pervy guy, I think. I guess.
Oh yeah, you talking about
You know,
pervs?
going on that comments, and then I don't know. I hope it was a guy, at least, maybe. You know.
Well, that's why I've been hitting around about you got a little bit of a following.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Because, like, even on here, dude, on Skype, you've got 50 people in call, okay?
Really?
Yeah. You got 3
Yeah,
people.
you have a following.
That's weird. Huh. That's kind of strange.
That's no,
Yeah.
that's kind of strange.
Hopefully they're watching because they're actually interested in this, and not just because they're perverts, though. I mean,
They're perving on your mom,
I don't
dude.
think they're-
well, and then there was that one time me and you and Brian Ruhe were doing the Everything About Aliens interview with him, and you said I was eye candy for the ladies. So there's probably like 10 of them watching me.
And they want my voice. They love my sexy voice.
Yeah.
You know,
That's yeah.
chef.
You like to flatter yourself.
Oh, wow.
I've got that voice that just puts women to sleep. Nobody ever catches on to that either, you know what I mean? When I talk about that, I was like, yeah, they call me up at night so I can talk to them and they can fall asleep. It's not a sexy voice. If women are calling you so they can go to sleep.
Because you're boring to listen to.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's real paranormal.
Yeah. Oh, that makes my skin crawl, man. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
Yeah. So, going back and everything and looking at all of after we've done all the interviews, what do you guys think so far about this season? Has it really freaking done good things for you when it comes to from where we started to now?
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, absolutely.
when I started with John, and was going through a lot of stuff that happened, I remembered a lot of things that I had forgotten. Talking about experiences I had as a little girl, and just some of the houses I had lived in, and even, where my kids were raised, and so yeah, it's been pretty cool.
What about you?
Oh yeah, it's been
Talk about something, and then you'll remember something else. Yeah.
it's been a very positive thing for me doing this series and sitting in on it, being able to take it over for Mom when she wasn't able to make it and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun.
And that's good too.
I've really enjoyed it thus far.
A few times I thought I couldn't make it, that Austin could step in, or I could step in, or come in if he wasn't going to be here. But yeah, I mean, there's been a few times where I was just late, but most of the time I made it, which was funny too. But it's nice to have a backup.
Yeah, it's good to have somebody that's able to come in and have a topic ready, and then
Yeah, that's
then go.
that's
from
kind of
there.
where I've came in. So I've tried to sit in as much as possible and follow it along in case I needed to sit in for whatever reason. So, but it's been a blast doing it so far, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to it with the big Halloween comeback extravaganza in the fall.
See, every time you do that, I think of you at 10 years old.
Me?
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Why is that?
Ever since I heard about you and freaking when you was a kid, dude, I always think freaking, oh my god, dude, because I can see it in your face, like that little boy that I think aliens exist.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Did you?
Yeah, there was
Did you like run around with like eye goggles on and shit? And
No.
my nephew used to do that.
They did. My daughter and him, though when we first moved into the house, I wasn't worried about them tearing the house up. But not that they were allowed to tear it down, but they would get like old Halloween masks, and they were both real creative, and they do like a haunted house in our house.
We put up strobe lights. We put up strobe lights and make like a Halloween setup. It's pretty cool. And that was around the same time I was doing like I did the alien the drawing that I put up on the Austin's artwork thing over on Discord, and then I have some old drawings I did of the Chupacabra too. I gotta find those and put them on there too from around that same time.
I got a whole box of drawings here if you want to go through them too. But I got
Yeah.
they would get the more Halloween masks and stuff they got, outfits that they kind of ended up doing. They would the next year then they'd make this big haunted house with a lot of them. We had like a box of masks and all you need is a couple black capes and some white sheets, and you're good to go. And that fake blood and we had plastic knives, and they were really good. And then they made a graveyard outside. They were like making what do you call it, the hayride things you go through or something.
Kind of like a haunted hayride thing. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Scary because out there.
But yeah, I was like Roger said, I was a creepy little boy. Yeah.
And then, Chantel wasn't a girly girl. Like, I remember in preschool, she was dressed up like a vampire, and all the little girls around her were like princesses and all that. But she was always trying to keep up with Austin, and so she dressed as scary as the guys,
That reminds me.
Yeah.
That reminds me. The other day, you won't guess who I seen on freaking what do they call that? It's where they freaking go out and buy stuff inside of those freaking storage wars.
Oh yeah, where they go and they do bidding on the stuff that's in storage units.
I seen
Yeah.
freaking the Elvira that was on TV, the original one. She was actually on there, and she freaking was, uh, I guess, a store owner, and he went in with a freaking costume to see how much it was worth. But I've never seen her out of makeup or anything, and it's pretty cool. She's redhead.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
She's got to be older than hell by now.
Yeah, she's not older than hell. She's about 10, 15 years older than me. She's about, well, yeah, I guess 65, 70, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
It's
Now,
That's-
my
so-
kids all dressed up as Austin's sister, my daughter. Just what was it, a couple years ago? Austin, it's that woman from The Ring. It was creepy as heck.
Yeah.
I sent a picture. It was on Facebook, and because she's into art and all that stuff, you know, she graduated from UC with the design art from the design art program. But it was so creepy. I mean, it looked so real. You know that woman with the long black hair
Uh-huh.
from The Ring?
the one who
my
came
God.
up out of the well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
I'll have to send it to you. It's creepy. And it looks like she's floating, like she's not walking, like on the ground. It's so weird. But yeah, they used to do that a lot, all that stuff. But the house was scary on its own. You know?
Yeah, it helped. It helped for all that stuff. So
You know, it's really scary is like driving out to see your sister. It's that out there around Ross and Harrison's kind of. It's I go the back way, and it's kind of spooky at night. You know, on one there's a highway called 128, and it's just a 2-lane, and it just goes through. It's windy, and it's in the country, and it's kind of spooky out there when it gets dark.
That's that right there is something I think we should get more into too. Like you guys were talking about the orbs and everything that was out in the woods and stuff. I think we should probably put something together a little bit more organized with that too. You know, because that'd be kind of cool
Yeah.
to go over.
Oh, speaking of orbs, like Austin had a picture that was weird. Did you send that to Roger and John, Austin?
oh no, I didn't. I didn't, but I can. I still got it on my phone. I can put it up on Discord for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that.
Now on
You
a,
can tell him what it's like.
Oh, that was after we put our dog, your dog Leo, down. And I came home. My wife took a picture of me because we gave our dog Wilbur one of his toys, and he wouldn't quit playing with it because he was real close to Leo, and he'd keep playing with his toy, but he left it on my shoulder. And my wife took a picture of me sitting on the edge of the bed with that toy on my shoulder, and there was an orb in it. And if you look real close at the orb, there's what looks like his face in it. And that was just like maybe a few weeks after we had put him down.
Yeah. But then too, last week it was a weird picture of me. It was strange. That picture, Austin. You know that one where there was a double exposure or something? That was strange.
Oh yeah. I can put that one on there too. Yeah, that was like a picture of you smiling, but it was superimposed over a picture of you with a serious expression too. But it was weird because it was like there was two pictures melded into one.
yeah.
I found that in a photo album just the other day when I was putting something in it.
See,
You
that's,
were putting
But yeah, I'll put those up on there.
to do with the dogs again. It was Soleil. I gave you a paw print thing. But
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. It kind of went back to them again.
yeah, I've seen pictures where like you'll see another view of somebody's face, but it's the same expression. But on this picture, I have a serious expression, and then up above me it's like I'm coming out of my body, and there's another face of me, and I'm smiling, and it's so weird. I'm like, how does that even happen? Because I don't think there's two pictures of me. I don't remember taking two pictures.
Yeah, I can
remember
put
where I'm serious, but
those on Discord, and maybe Roger can put like a link in the description section or something that the viewers can can
Yeah, 'cause
use
maybe,
to
like,
take a look at them and see for
like,
themselves.
Chantel's like, she knows a lot about cameras and pictures, so maybe she could try to figure that out. Or sometimes they know because they've used some photography equipment. But I'm like, I can't figure out why it would be like that.
No,
Kind of weird.
what do they call that number that goes with the old film? It has the bin number, I think it's called, isn't it, or something? It has to do with photography. They have their own number. Now, if you take that and you freaking use that number, you can track down the original. What do they call it? The freaking
The negatives.
The negatives, yeah. And if you take a look at the negatives, you can get a better look at it. You can tell if it's been freaking damaged or if it's natural. Things
Yeah,
like
I
that.
have one.
35 millimeter camera. This wasn't from like a phone. This is an
Yeah.
older picture.
No, this was before cameras on phones and stuff. So
Let's see.
this was a long time ago. This is almost back in the 90s.
This is the reason why I like to ask people about what their feelings on phone cameras are, because a lot of people aren't aware of that. Like, it's harder to debunk these newer photos now because they don't come with that number. If somebody like frickin' wants to frickin' find out if a video is been altered on those old 35 and 50 millimeter cameras, they just take
Yeah,
those.
you could.
Just take that number and then you can send it in and get the negatives to see what it actually looked like originally, and all you got to do is compare them side to side. That's how they used to debunk. And a lot of people aren't able to do that no more because the phones are all digital and they don't do that.
Right.
So
Yeah, so there's no way you can tell for sure.
yeah.
I know.
So yeah, I'll put those up, and I'll have Roger leave a link in the description section so the viewers can check them out.
We've got
Yes.
chat here too if you want to put it on here.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid to get out of. I'm not sure if I can get out of Skype over my phone
Don't move.
without screwing it up.
Yeah.
That's
It's weird.
It is weird by how your phone is handling Skype. It seems like you're doing better on Skype than what you've done on even Discord.
Yeah.
what me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, now I am, but at first it was at first couple times it was pretty rough going. Now tonight my phone's it's going seamlessly on it.
It's
So
pretty good. Even the freaking video itself looks pretty good.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Yeah,
less traffic though, and then on a Saturday night. I think.
yeah, that could be part of it. That
Yeah.
could be part of it is internet traffic too.
Now, with you though, when it comes to freaking like your personal stuff and everything, with growing up and everything, what do you think of it? This when it comes to what we've done here, like concerning your mom and your sister, Austin, like, and you even and with your life and stuff. Have you been able to like actually get things out that you thought you needed to be said from back then and to now?
Oh yeah. That's one of the things about it's been real positive is talking about all the different paranormal and experiences I've had and sharing them with people and stuff, and doing it as part of a community here whereas I didn't really have that before so much.
Yeah, I think we should.
So that's been it.
I think we should still talk about that military thing too. That right there is what's really weird. Like, you have visions of old military battles and stuff like that. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I can go more into that even still, because I touched on it in the first interview I did for John, and then the couple interviews where I took the show over for the night with you. I touched on it briefly, but I didn't go too into detail about individual visions. So that could be something. That could be something we could touch on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I remember we started getting into what they called geopolitics, and that's when your mom said, "Oh no," she started coming in, and you started getting.
Yeah, I was trying to do like part 2 of that New World Order thing I was talking about in relation to that, and then That was the darkness that looms.
Yeah. That,
Yeah, I remember-
the darkness that looms. I had to shorten that down. I remember we had like a huge name that was going to go with it, and I was like, nah, dude, I'm just going to call it the darkness.
Oh yeah, the length of the name we were gonna have was gonna be like ridiculous. So it was we had to shorten it down to something a little more reasonable.
You know.
Now,
Oh, go ahead.
another series I'm really looking forward to working on with you guys during our hiatus from this over the summer is the campfire stories. I'm really wanting to get real deep into that because me and Mom have been gathering a lot of stories, and we've gathered a few pretty cool images we can use for it. And then me and my wife and Mom will gather a couple videos of some campfires we can use for it too.
Okay.
So that'll be something.
We
That'll be
actually
something
had a few. Yeah.
That'll be something I'm really looking forward to diving into. Is that we got a lot of pretty cool stories we can do for that and stuff. So we'll record some narrations with you.
That'd be cool.
And we used to have a fire pit at the old house, but then here, well, we got a little fire pit. But then Austin, he went and he started the fire so big. You know, out in the country, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But there's a tree here. I think he was going to set the tree on fire. And if he had woods behind it, it's got all these leaves. It would have went up real quick.
You know, it's a good freaking fire, a good campfire, dude. If it starts making all the trees near it burn and shit, that's when it.
There's one that was like, I was like, oh my god.
I was pretty drunk that night, so I kept piling it on.
See. I was like, I don't think he needs to.
That's freaking. That's when you have a good campfire. You know, you're sitting out there. The kids got machetes and they're cutting everything down and. Freaking, there's a fire blazing, and you know there's
that'll make for
put it near the cornfield, so there wasn't any trees really that they could catch on fire or anything, you know, out there.
Well, like corn could have caught fire though. That would have been bad.
Yeah,
but
we started them when the corn was out there. We usually would have when they in the spring or when the corn was down, didn't we? Most of the time, unless sometimes we put a little further away, but yeah.
And then sometimes it'd just be too hot during the summer to do them. So even if it was kind of like a drought, it didn't matter because it was too hot to go outside and have one. So that was all right too. But yeah, I got like a sequence of images we can use when we start getting real heavy into it, like that. Kind of like shows like a sunset, and like Roger can fade them into each other to make it like nighttime, and then you have like a picture of a campfire we can use. And like I said, we'll have a couple videos of campfires that me and my wife will take when we have our fires and stuff over the summer, and that we can use for it. And we're gathering up we got a shit ton of stories I'm putting together for it, so I'm really excited about doing that with you guys. And then, of course,
Roger about the TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Like, can we use some of those? I don't think there's a problem. If they're out there, they're public. Right?
If they're in the public domain, it's not a problem, is it?
Well, because there's a girl. What she does is you go on to TikTok and she says, tell a ghost story that nobody will believe that's happened to you. And so then you go, and then she has these little clips of these stories, and some of them are kind of goofy, but a lot of them are pretty scary, and they're supposed to be true. So I thought, well, maybe we could use some of those just to get a subject going, but I didn't want to
maybe not for
something
maybe not for YouTube.
Public, right?
Well, YouTube's public too. That's the whole thing. And like public domain, that's the reason why we had to delete all of those videos with John, even though freaking none of them had copyright infringement. They were they were other people's stuff. So YouTube's taking it upon itself to say that you can use other people's content, but you have to alter it in some way.
Yeah, but tell us.
So if
we took the video off of TikTok and put on here, that wouldn't be good. But say I heard a story this morning and I say, hey, I heard a story. I don't think there's an issue with that, you
No,
know?
no. If you say it,
Yeah.
from your mouth, then it's all good. But like if you use
Right.
their actual video, you'd have
Yeah.
you'd
And I
have.
Oh yeah, well,
I've
yeah,
done that
yeah.
before where I've used a story that I've heard, and or like stories I'll see on TV. As long as you don't take maybe there was a lady's picture
Let's
this
see.
morning. She was talking. I wouldn't take that and put it on here. No. And I don't even know what her name was anyway. But she put it out there and told the story. But yeah,
I'd like to hear you two sound spooky too. Anyhow, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
well,
yeah. I'm
You
gonna
gotta have
sound. I'm definitely.
gotta have a spooky voice to tell campfire stories, Summer.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Mom. That's. I can sound spooky enough if I need to. I don't know about you, but we'll see if you got it in you when we record the narrations.
Lewis,
I was really impressed
That
with
was a
myself
scary
on the ones
story.
I did because I freaking
You did.
I didn't think I could do it, and I was actually able to do them on some of them. There's some of them I should have worked on, but there's some of them that I actually did do a good job with.
You told some pretty creepy stories, and your voice sounded super creepy in some of them. That one about the spiders hatching from the girl's face, that was one of the scariest stories I've ever heard, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think the Huey Lewis one was kind of scary. I didn't try to be scary, but I think it scared some people.
that was
We
yours.
can use that.
That was yours, and that would be a good one for a campfire story. Cause like
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say Huey Lewis came out of the cornfield though. I'd say like,
No, I just say he was like.
No,
a
because
big
people
example of the
people
book.
start laughing at it, then it'll make it funny, which I don't want campfire stories to be a comedy series.
You can say it in a serious way, not right off, but like say, he looked like something from that era.
Yeah.
Like that, because people
Yeah,
can relate to that image pretty quickly, and that's pretty scary, really. As long as you're not making a joke out of it. Yeah.
Now, even during the winter, we could keep that series going. We could have like a winter version of it called Fireside Stories, where you have a fire burning in a fireplace.
Well, and you
That
know
could
what's
be-
really
That could be a
super cool?
winter version of it, and in the summer it goes back to being campfire stories. So you keep it going maybe year round.
yeah.
But you know what's
that
super
way.
weird is people love paranormal stories around Christmas. They're actually, for some reason, it seems like there's a lot of paranormal stuff happens around then. And I always thought maybe it was because people were on Christmas break or they had a little more time and they were a little more open to things. But I noticed, like at our house, that seems like maybe when we were on break, sometimes that's when things would happen because, like I said, we weren't all at work and school. We were there.
Yeah.
You know, your mind's off the hustle and bustle of daily life more, so it's
Yeah, and you're more relaxed. I think. Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a good thing because like we're all freaking like bumping ideas with that. John started the freaking campfire stories, but he wanted to throw it away, kind of cast it off, and I was like, hold on, dude, wait a minute. You don't.
that's a great series though.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't like that.
Yeah, I was like
ultimately.
that was actually a good idea. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm not into creepypasta. All right, but if you want to get as close as you can to creepypasta, you tell campfire stories.
Yeah.
That's
Austin
No.
used to like that.
Yeah, I love him.
yeah. So do I.
Now, I wonder why John wanted to do away with the series.
Well, he was kind of trying to out new things and stuff. Like he even did stories for what is it? The frickin' haunting Amityville Horror.
Oh.
Okay.
I went and I did research on the whole story and everything, and I did the one for The Conjuring and stuff like that. And
Ooh, okay.
then he did other things like campfire stories, and then there was other stories that he was wanting to get into because he wanted to get away from the ghost sightings and the UFOs. So,
Okay.
because he knew already before I came in and took over that freaking all those videos were at their end. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way that he could have done anything with the freaking channel if he kept going in that direction. I'm the one that was the last guy. Oh, go ahead.
So if we use stories, do we need to get your approval to use them first, just to make sure it won't like get a strike on your channel or something for like the whole copyright infringement bullshit thing with YouTube? Or
Just don't use other people's shit.
Yeah.
even if it's public domain,
Yeah, just.
or maybe alter it to
I
where
don't-
nobody knows.
I don't even trust other people's music.
Oh yeah.
What is it? now?
Somebody's.
But if it's out there, on Facebook, TikTok, why is it? It's
Somebody's getting some feedback.
Is it you, Austin?
No, I'm fine.
Oh,
You guys hear me all right?
I mean, like, is the mic turned on?
Mine?
Yeah. Like I can actually hear my voice come back. Like there's a speaker.
Maybe I need to swivel around in my chair a little bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear everything better now?
This sounds better. Well, see, like right there, I can hear myself again.
Maybe it's some of the. I had an acoustic guitar sitting next to me over here, and when I talk, I can kind of hear my voice reverberate in it. Maybe that was what it was.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Is mine doing
Basement
that?
has.
Yeah.
No, not.
Well, I know.
Oh, Roger just turned his microphone off. Now he turned it back on.
Yeah, I'm testing.
Oh, okay.
Keep on talking. Don't pay no attention.
But just a minute, when you turned it off, you were fine. I could hear you.
You can hear me?
No. Roger.
Oh.
But maybe I don't know. It did that to me when two devices on.
It's
And-
really weird.
You doing better? You guys doing better now?
I don't know. Like I actually say something and it repeats itself. It's really weird.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think that's on my end because I hear you guys perfectly and everything.
Yeah, I don't hear an echo or nothing from you at all.
Okay, so it's not me.
Yeah.
It's
hold
probably.
on.
I don't think it's Mom. I think she's doing
She's causing
I don't
trouble.
know.
causing trouble.
Okay, now.
She's a troublemaker.
See, I muted your mom. She's not. She's not the one that's causing the problem.
Okay.
I muted you.
Something?
Yeah, that's
Like you
you.
have two devices on?
Yeah, Austin's muted and no backfeed.
Okay, now
it's
you're
coming.
good.
It's coming from his phone.
Well, now you're good. Austin?
I would
Say
almost.
something.
I would almost bet that he's got like freaking that stereo upstairs playing on right now.
Turn yours back. You got
You
your
gotta
speak-
unmute now. You gotta unmute, Austin.
unmute your. We can't hear you.
Oh no.
Unmute your
The speakers, or unmute it, real quick.
your speaker. Unmute it.
He can hear it.
Unmute it.
I
He
wish.
doesn't know. I'll text him.
Oh wow! It says you can fit and crop pictures in here, dude. I did not know that. That's cool. That is pretty cool. That's pretty good. Fit and crop videos. That looks better.
My phone was off, so I have to wait for it to come back on. No. He doesn't know he's muted.
Let me unmute him if I can.
I'll text him and maybe he'll see it. Okay, here I go.
Now,
Okay.
when we come back, oh, there he is. Yeah, he unmuted, but give it a sec. It muted again.
Did.
Yeah, there you go. You're coming back now.
Yeah, why do you keep muting now?
You're coming back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It is showing that you're muted here.
You guys
Okay,
can
Yeah, give it a second.
Yeah. Give it a second. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
now we're all good.
Hello?
I
I can hear you. Okay. Okay.
So,
What were you saying, Roger?
so we'll be coming back in October, right? You guys agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when
Yep.
we do
Oh, yeah.
when we do come back in October, what's going to be your guys' game plan on like
What's it gonna be? I can't understand.
He said, what's going to be our game plan when we come back in October?
what's going to be
You
your
guys hear me?
format? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, so what we were talking about, what we were thinking about doing is we could do like maybe actually 2 like live streams a month, but at the same time we record like maybe a couple episodes each time we do one of these video calls, so that during the weeks when we're off gathering more stuff to do more of them, you can release the extra episodes we did to keep the series moving, maybe.
Doesn't sound like a good plan.
Yeah, because we that way it gives us more time to gather material and stuff, so not so much is coming at us and we're not winging it like we kind of did this first season. So that'll be, we can do maybe 2 or 3 episodes in a given live stream, just one, and then you release the other 2 during the weeks between, and then that gives us time. It'll help prevent burnout and stuff too. So the next season could probably go on indefinitely, maybe doing it that way. What do you think, Mom?
It sounds good. I think what Roger was talking about. Do more stuff about that. Maybe do more like here and there. That's in detail about Miami University. Or whatever subject. That's one we kind of really get off the ground.
One thing too is interviews. Like
Yeah.
I would do.
Yeah, I
would do live stream interviews maybe. And
Yeah.
just do.
On and off,
Yeah, I definitely want to have guests and stuff on the show. Like, I loved David Campione and that Mark guy. Hopefully we can talk to John Bell and Nancy
Right.
Planeta when we come back. That'll be real cool.
I don't like
Maybe
it
by
all
then-
the time.
Maybe by then we'll even get.
But it does.
Oh yeah, but it'll be cool to do them now and again. And of course, maybe. Of course, maybe we'll manage to get Steven Wagner out here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swore you talked to him a number of years back. So if we by some chance could get him, that would be probably one of the crowning achievements of
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now.
not only this series, but maybe even the channel. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I don't know.
No.
I think we need to aim for more realistic targets like Alex Jones and
No.
Russell Brand and
No.
David Icke.
Oh God, Dave.
We need
Yeah.
David Icke.
Get
What
get
about Russell
real
Brand and Alex
get
Jones?
get real people. You know what I mean? Like
Get real people.
you guys have been talking to real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These aren't like David Icke. Okay, David Icke does it for the money. He gets up there and he does his big speech because it pays him $50 a seat.
Oh, I was just saying that just to get a rise out of you because I know you and Jaffe Ryder had a big to do about him getting David Icke on his show.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones he'd be a huge guest.
He'd never show up.
He'd never show up. Why is that?
Because we couldn't pay him enough.
Yeah, he's another one. We'd have to have like millions of subs and a lot of money to pay him just to speak to us for an hour.
Charge $1,000 for an hour.
At least, if not more, probably.
That's what I'm having an issue with too. So, well,
and then
don't know how
and
to
then
deal
of course,
with
What?
You don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't want to. I don't even want to touch nothing because it might mess something up. So
I'm afraid to.
You keep talking, and
okay.
And I'll keep recording, and I'm gonna try to stop talking.
Okay. So another thing, me and you will be doing, Roger, that I'm really excited about doing too. Going forwards, we'll keep doing the Everything About Aliens series, which I'm gathering a fuck ton of research for. So here pretty soon, I'll hit you up about doing some recordings on that as well.
If I get more ideas, I shoot an email, Roger, and we can talk about it. Awesome.
And maybe during our hiatus from this too, we could also do maybe a couple special episodes during the summer where we talk about where we're at with getting ready to make our comeback too, like maybe a couple special episodes just to tell the viewers and stuff like where we're currently at with planning our big comeback and stuff.
No, I'm keeping WoW Talk going. Like we'll be able to go. I'm keeping WoW Talk going, so we'll be able to go on there and have streams and everything.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, well, and then another thing I'm really excited about is me and old John. Our musical collaboration is really gathering some steam and stuff. So, me and him are constantly, in addition to my solo material with art. Now me and old John have got a thing we're doing, and he's getting a lot of ideas and stuff together. So that'll be something that I'm gonna try to. Me and him are gonna try to put out there going forward. And then hopefully me and him and you, Roger, can do that interview where we talk about, where I was telling you about, where we talk about how we failed to build music careers, but now we're kind of coming back from it with our collaboration and new solo material for me and stuff. And
I think that
kind of the dark phase.
That'd be great. That'd be something we need to do.
I've even got the intro, the interview in my mind perfectly right now. I can see it was starting with all the gold in California where they say the line, trying to be a hero but winding up a zero can scar a man forever right down to his soul.
That's called
then
inspiration.
You show like a montage of images of me and John as you're playing that line, and then it fades out to where me and John are sitting there, and then we just start telling our stories about how we tried to build music careers and failed at it, and we were real depressed, and our lives sucked for a while because of it.
When you get inspired like that, you need to get to work.
Hmm?
When you get inspired like that, you need to get to work.
Man,
That's what I'm doing. I've got to
create it.
Oh yeah. I've got a lot of solo material I can drop for that interview. I'm
talking about
so
the
me
intro.
and John right now.
The intro.
For the intro?
Yeah, the intro.
Oh, you mean like pictures?
Like, Make the music for it the way you want it. Get the set or the scene.
I was gonna
just have it ready, and then I can put it together for you.
I was gonna use the old Gatlin Brothers song, "All the Gold in California,"
You want to sing that
and
yourself?
just have that one line where he says, "Trying to be."
You want to sing that yourself?
Oh, you want me to sing it myself?
That's right.
We can't use the song. The original. Oh, we can't. Or is that like a copyright deal or something?
It's tricky.
Oh, it is.
If you have it less than I think 2 minutes, you can do it as a cover. You can do cover songs. There's a couple hot chicks I watch on YouTube that gets away with it.
Well, that I mean,
So I need to do that as a cover. We can't.
Yeah.
I said I can't understand.
So I'll start working on it. I didn't know I had to use that as a
you know,
what?
I can't understand
You know,
what anybody's saying.
I can't
really.
understand what any.
Do you want me to we
Yeah,
can
it's coming to an hour. Let's just go ahead to end this, and we can. I wanted to congratulate you guys for finishing your first season and ending it the way we usually do, end it with echoes and a lot of chaos, which I think is cool too. You guys
Yeah,
are.
it's been wonderful.
It's been wonderful,
Roger, and
Roger,
doing these shows. It's just
shows.
been great.
It's been
We've
great.
been really enjoyed it.
We've been really enjoyed
We'll
it.
touch
So
base.
we'll touch base.
We'll still be working
We'll
together.
still be working together.
Now, when I say
Oh yeah.
Now, when I say
When I get some ideas, I got some ideas, and I got that'll come up here.
come up here.
Head.
Yeah.
And maybe
We'll talk about some
So the campfire stories, the everything about aliens, me and John's project and my solo project, and then
yeah,
me and Mom will put our heads together for how she can help promote me and John, and
yeah.
Okay.
me and Mom, and how she can help promote me and John. I need to hit up. I before I go too, I need to hit up Bob Dub and see if she can get a hold of that one band in New Zealand,
Yeah, I can
Rogers Music Series,
I can find it real
because
quick.
I couldn't find it.
I can
Well,
find
do you
out.
want me
Well,
to
do you want me to
sign
sign
up, or
up?
you want
Or you want
Well, she's right there in New Zealand,
to?
so
Well,
Because she might.
What?
she's right there in New Zealand.
She might actually know those guys. Is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Now, what was the name of the band again?
What was the name of the band again?
Tripsville
Tripsville. Okay, I can get it.
with a Z.
Roger,
Tripsville.
do you want to sign off, or you want?
Send you a
Yeah.
link.
Well, Roger, do you want to sign off, or you want?
Let's end this before it gets really bad, because
I mean, you guys can talk later. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you guys can talk later.
Well, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the show, everybody, and we will end this.
yeah, I loved it. So, yeah, we'll be touching base and.
Yeah, I love it. So, yeah, we'll base and
That's just
Have
getting
good-
crazy. That's insane.